Good evening, students. Welcome back to our BSc first year physics class. In last lecture, we discussed about the scalar dot product and their numericals. Today, we are going to extend that topic and we are going to solve some numericals related with the vector cross product. Before that, we must know some properties of vector cross product that we have to understand first. Then we can solve some numericals related with the vector cross product. Then first property is that vector product is not a commutative law. Means what? A cross B is never be equal to the B cross A. But in case of dot product, A dot B is equal to B dot A. But in case of cross product, A cross B is never be equal to B cross A. Similarly, there is a no change in the reflection. It means what? What happened to A cross B in the reflection? Suppose a vector goes and strike the mirror, so the direction of will become a minus, means opposite. So under reflection, A will become minus A and B will minus B. Therefore, minus A cross minus B is equal to A cross B. Minus A cross minus B is equal to A cross B. It is a third property is that it is a destructive with respect to a vector addition. This means A cross in bracket B plus C is always equal to A cross B plus A cross C. A cross B plus A cross C is equal to A cross in bracket B plus C. Another, there are some cross properties there. If we take a cross product of same unit vectors, which is always equal to 0. It means what? If we take the I cross I, J cross J or K cross K, all the quantities are 0. If we move or if we take the cross product in clockwise direction, means what? If we take I cross J, it become a K. If we take anti-clockwise I cross K, it become a minus J. It become a minus J. Like that, J cross I, it gives minus K, or I cross J or J cross K is I, K cross I is J, or K cross J is equal to minus I. These are some important properties and formulas. It's useful to solve some numericals. Okay. Now, mathematical form of vector product. How we can solve a vector product? If vector A is I kappa Ax plus J kappa Ay plus K kappa Az, and vector B is I kappa Bx plus J kappa By plus K kappa Bz, if we take the cross product of A and B, it become a Ax I kappa plus Ay J kappa plus Az K kappa cross Bx I kappa plus By J kappa plus Bz K kappa. We have to take a cross product of individual one term to the all three terms of B. It means Ax I kappa cross overall B term, that is Bx I kappa plus By J kappa plus Bz K kappa. Similarly, Ay with all B components plus Az K into all B components. If we take the numeric cross product of I with I, it gives 0. That's why from first term we are getting two components. From second term also we are getting two components, and from third term we are also getting two components. If we simplify that, then finally we will get A cross B is equal to Ay Bz minus Az By into I kappa plus Az Bx minus Ax Bz J kappa plus in bracket Ax By minus Ay Bx K kappa. We can rewrite this A cross B in terms of determinant, that is A cross B is equal to I kappa in terms of determinant I J K Ax Ay Az Bx By Bz. If we solve this determinant, then we get Ay Bz minus Az By into I kappa plus Az Bx minus Ax Bz into J kappa plus ax by minus ay bx into k kappa. In this way we can solve a cross product of two vectors in terms of determinant. Okay, if you have any doubt with this, you can ask. It's simple. X component of A taking cross product with all components of B. Similarly, Y component of A taking cross product with all components of B. Similarly, Z component of A taking cross product with all components of B. Then that A cross B can be written in terms of determinant, that is determinant of ijk ax ay az bx by bz. Okay. Now by using this formula we are going to solve some numerical problems. First numerical, find two unit vectors for 2 minus 2 3 and 3 minus 3 2 and determine the orthogonal vector for the two. Means what? There is one vector is there. Vector A is 2I kappa plus 2I kappa minus 2j kappa plus 3k, and vector B is 3I kappa minus 3j plus 2k. We have to find out its cross product. A cross B resultant will be W or anything. In terms of determinant, we can write ijk 2 minus 2 3 3 minus 3 2, means just write down x component, y component and z component of vector A and x component, y component and z component of vector B. Now I is a constant. If you are going to solve this determinant, I is constant minus 2 into 2 and 3 into minus 3. Minus 2 into 2 minus 2 minus 3 into minus 3 minus 9, minus minus plus, that is why it became plus 5I minus determinant of 2 3 3 2 j, it gives 2 into 2 4 minus 9, it gives minus 5, minus minus become a plus 5j, plus 2 into minus 3, it gives minus 6, minus 2 into 3 minus 6, minus minus plus 6 minus 6 get cancelled, that is why key component is 0. Therefore omega is equal to, third vector is equal to 5I plus 5j. Now if you want to find out the magnitude of omega, it gives square root of omega x component plus omega y component plus omega z component. X and y component are 5 and z component is 0, that is why 5 square plus 5 square plus 0, it gives 5 into square root of 2, 5 into square root of 2. In this way we can solve a cross product of two vectors. Next, given the vector u is 3I minus j plus k and vector v is equal to 2I minus 3j plus k. Find the product of u cross v and verify this vector is orthogonal to u, vector u and vector v, and also find v cross u and compare it with u cross v. Means in this problem we have to find out cross product of u with v and v with u. Then we have to check the vector orthogonal u and v. This vector is orthogonal with u and v. How we can verify that? We have to find out. Vector u is 3I minus j plus k, vector v is 2I minus 3j plus k. If we take u cross v, u cross v is ijk 3 minus 1 1 2 minus 3 1, which is equal to minus 1 determinant minus 1 1 minus 3 1 into I kappa minus 3 1 2 1 into j kappa plus 3 into minus 1 2 into minus 3 k kappa, which is equal to minus 1 into 1 minus 1 minus 1 into 3 minus 3 into 1 minus 3 minus 1 has become a plus minus 1 plus 3, it gives 2I. 3 minus 2 1 minus j plus 3 into minus 3 minus 9, 2 into minus 1 minus 2 minus 2 into minus, it gives plus 2 minus 9 plus 2, it gives minus 7k. 2I minus j minus 7k. Here we have to verify this vector is u cross v vector is orthogonal to u and v. Orthogonal means what? The resultant vector u cross v is perpendicular to u or is also perpendicular to v also. That's why if we take the dot product of resultant vector of u cross v and u is 0, that we have to show, or if we take the dot product of u cross v with v, it is also equal to 0, that we have to show. U cross v is 2 minus 1 minus 7 and u vector u is 3 minus 1 1. If we take the dot product of these components, it gives 6 plus 1 minus 7, which is equal to 0. That's why u cross v is orthogonal to u as well as u cross v is orthogonal to v, because 2 into minus 1 minus 7, 2 into minus 3 into 1, it gives 4 plus 3 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. That's why u cross v is orthogonal to u as well as v, means resultant of vector u and v is perpendicular to vector u as well as vector v. Now the next, find the vector v cross u and compare with u cross v. If we find out a vector v cross u, it gives minus 2I plus j minus 7k, ijk 2 minus 3 1 3 minus 1 1, which is equal to minus 3 1 minus 1 into 1 I kappa minus 2 1 3 1 j kappa plus 2 minus 3 3 minus 1 k kappa. Which is equal to minus 3 into 1 minus 3 plus 1, it gives minus 2I plus j plus 7k. If we see u cross v is exactly opposite to that of v cross u, that's why v cross u is equal to minus u cross v, minus u cross v. Okay, these are the some examples or numericals related with the vector cross product. If you have any doubt with respect to this numerical, you can ask me anytime. Tomorrow we will discuss vector triple product. Okay, if you have any doubt up to this lecture, you can ask me. Thank you.